Welcome to the AWS Nitro system. Let's start by asking, what is the Nitro system? The Nitro system is an evolution of the architecture for cloud computing in hardware and software. Traditionally, computers are owned. A byproduct of ownership of a computer system means there is read and write access for BIOS and the firmware of the hardware of said computer system. The ownership status of the computer system is key to this architectural change, as cloud-based computing is a different model, where the computer system resources are pooled. These pooled resources are then rented by AWS. Here we can see different examples of what can be pooled. And now let's compare physical architecture to cloud architecture. A traditional physical server will have networking, storage, management, security, monitoring, and hypervisor layer all in the same physical device. Cloud computing is a rental model, where the hardware resources being used are never owned by the client. Instead, resources are rented to the client. Amazon AWS Nitro system has changed cloud hardware architecture to adapt to a rental model. The Nitro system architecture is decoupling of hardware. Coming back to the traditional physical machine, let's list out the decoupled hardware. Networking has been decoupled and uses virtual private cloud. Storage has been decoupled and uses elastic block store. Management, security and monitoring have all been decoupled. And a super thin hypervisor layer, which has no console, no networking stack, no storage stack, and no management and security code. All of these decoupled hardware devices have their own pools. When a client requires a resource, Nitro will go to a pool and assign a physical hardware device to the client. Let's say a client requires an additional 60 gigs of storage. A hard drive will be assigned to that client. No other clients may use this physical hard drive while it's being rented by the client. Checks are completed on the firmware of the hardware device before assigning the hardware to a client. This means we have a separation of physical hardware devices which are of an expected standard when assigned to a client. By this, we can guarantee that all clients receive hardware resources which have consistent behavior.